Imagine waking up every single day feeling even more exhausted than the day before. Your legs feel weak. Your heart beats harder and faster than it should. No matter what you try, rest, food, or medication, something still feels off. Diabetes already makes life more complicated. But what if part of the struggle comes from something incredibly simple? Something your body is quietly craving, yet desperately lacking. What if the missing piece is something as basic and powerful as the right vitamins? Think about it. What if a few key nutrients could help protect your heart, strengthen your nerves, and restore the energy that's been slipping away? Most people don't realize it, but being deficient in just a few essential vitamins can silently make diabetes much worse. But here's the hopeful truth. The right nutrients can change everything. Today, we're diving into the top 3 vitamins that every person with diabetes truly needs. Because when you finally give your body what it's been missing all along, something incredible happens. You start to take back control of your health, your energy, and your life. Let's begin with the first, an unsung hero that plays a bigger role in your body than you may think. Number 1, vitamin D. Every day, you might wake up feeling drained. Your legs feel weaker. Your body aches in places it didn't used to. You tell yourself it's just age catching up, but what if it's not? What if the real reason is something missing inside your body? Something so simple, yet so powerful, that without it, your heart, your nerves, your kidneys, every part of you is silently struggling to keep up. For people with diabetes, this missing link is often vitamin D. The consequences of not having enough can be truly frightening. More than 1 billion people around the world are deficient in vitamin D. And diabetics? They're at an even higher risk. The numbers speak for themselves. Over 50% of diabetics have low vitamin D levels. And that's not just a statistic, it's a serious warning sign. Without enough vitamin D, insulin doesn't work efficiently. Your body becomes more resistant, which makes blood sugar harder to manage. But the damage doesn't stop there. Your heart is often one of the first organs to suffer. Vitamin D plays a direct role in keeping blood vessels flexible and in helping regulate blood pressure. Without it, those vessels stiffen. Blood pressure rises, and your heart is forced to work harder with every beat. In fact, people with low vitamin D levels have a 40% higher risk of high blood pressure and are twice as likely to suffer from heart disease. The risk of heart failure increases by nearly 50%. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's about survival. Then there are your muscles, that weakness, the cramps, that unsettling feeling that your legs just can't keep up with you anymore. That's what happens when vitamin D levels drop. Your muscle fibers rely on this vitamin for strength and proper function. Low levels mean more frequent falls, slower healing, and a higher chance of bone fractures. For diabetics, who already deal with poor circulation and neuropathy, this becomes a dangerous combination. And it doesn't end there. Your nerves are under attack too. Vitamin D is critical for protecting nerve cells from damage. When levels run low, nerves begin to misfire, causing tingling, burning sensations, and numbness, classic signs of diabetic neuropathy. In severe cases, it can even lead to permanent nerve damage. What's even more alarming is this. People with low vitamin D levels are also at higher risk for Alzheimer's and dementia. That's right, your brain depends on this vitamin to function clearly, stay sharp, and remain protected over time. And what about your kidneys? These vital organs play a key role in activating vitamin D. But here's the catch. Diabetes is already one of the leading causes of kidney disease. And if your kidneys aren't functioning properly, they can't activate enough vitamin D. That leads to a dangerous chain reaction. Low vitamin D, in turn, increases your risk of kidney failure. It becomes a vicious cycle that slowly, quietly erodes your health before you even realize it's happening. But here's something most people overlook. It's not just your body that suffers. Your mind, your mood, even your sense of vitality, your ability to feel fully alive, all of it ties back to this one vitamin. Depression, anxiety, and brain fog are all linked to low levels of vitamin D. And here's a topic rarely discussed: fertility and libido. If you've been feeling constantly drained, struggling with a fading sex drive, or having trouble conceiving, vitamin D deficiency could be playing a role. So why are diabetics at such high risk? The answer lies in how the body handles vitamin D. Sunlight is the body's primary source, but people with diabetes often have metabolic issues that interfere with the production and utilization of vitamin D. Obesity, which is common in type 2 diabetes, traps vitamin D in fat cells, making it unavailable to the body. Combine that with kidney damage, certain medications, and chronic inflammation, and the odds of developing a deficiency increase significantly. But how do you know if you're running low? Your body sends warning signs: fatigue, bone pain, muscle weakness, wounds that heal slowly, frequent infections. If any of these sound familiar, it's time to take notice. The only way to know for sure is through a simple blood test, and the results might shock you. Anything below 20 nanograms per milliliter is considered a deficiency. But for optimal health, many experts recommend levels between 40 and 60. The good news? You can absolutely fix it. The best natural sources of vitamin D come from food, but not all foods are created equal. Just 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil gives you over 1,300 IU of vitamin D, more than enough for a whole day. A 3.5-ounce serving of fatty fish, like wild salmon, contains around 500 IU. Mushrooms exposed to UV light can provide up to 1,100 IU per cup. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products help too, though you'd need quite a bit to meet your daily needs. Craving something more luxurious? Some of the most delicious, high vitamin D meals are also the most elegant. Imagine a pan-seared wild salmon paired with truffle-infused mushroom risotto, a dish that can deliver nearly 1,000 IU in one serving. Or a creamy lobster bisque made with cod liver oil and wild mushrooms, offering a powerful 1,400 IU in a single bowl. These meals aren't just indulgent, they're potentially life-saving. Still, for many, especially diabetics, food alone isn't enough. That's where supplements come in. The best choice? Vitamin D3 with K2. Why? Because vitamin K2 helps guide calcium into your bones instead of letting it build up in your arteries. Most adults need at least 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, though some may need more depending on their blood levels. Always check with a healthcare provider to determine your ideal dosage. And here's something crucial: certain foods and habits can make a deficiency even worse. Processed foods, sugary drinks, too much caffeine, and alcohol can interfere with your body's ability to absorb and use vitamin D. If these are part of your regular routine, they could be silently sabotaging your health. Because this isn't just about preventing a deficiency. It's about protecting your heart, supporting your nerves, strengthening your kidneys, and safeguarding your entire body. It's about avoiding complications that could steal your health, your mobility, even your life. But here's the powerful part: the solution is in your hands. The right foods, the right supplements, and even just a little sunlight each day can make a dramatic difference. Your body has been sending you signals. The question is, are you listening? Now let's turn the page and explore another vital nutrient tone that's just as important and just as commonly missing in people living with diabetes. Number 2, vitamin E. Picture this. You wake up one morning and something just feels off. Your legs feel a little weaker. Your energy? Gone. Your heart's racing faster than it should. Your vision starts to blur, and your hands shake for no clear reason. Bit by bit, your body feels like it's unraveling, and you're not sure why. You try to brush it off. It's probably just aging, you tell yourself, just a little stress. Maybe it's the diabetes acting up again. But what if the real issue is something much simpler, something your body has been quietly missing all along? That missing piece might be vitamin E. This isn't just some basic nutrient you get from food. Vitamin E is your body's shield. It protects your cells. It defends you from internal damage caused by stress, toxins, and inflammation. And here's the surprising part: millions of people, especially those with diabetes, don't have enough of it. Even worse, most of them don't even realize it. This kind of deficiency is slow and silent. It sneaks up over time and chips away at your health from the inside. Over 13% of adults already have low vitamin E levels. But for people living with diabetes, that percentage is even higher. Why? Because diabetes increases oxidative stress. That's the cellular damage that comes from too many free radicals building up in your body. It's the kind of stress that ages you faster, weakens your immune system, and harms your nerves. Vitamin E is supposed to stop that. It's meant to neutralize those free radicals, protect your blood vessels, and help your heart, kidneys, and nervous system stay strong. But when vitamin E levels drop, that protection disappears and the body begins to break down. The heart is often the first organ to show signs. Vitamin E keeps your arteries soft and flexible. Without it, they stiffen, plaque forms, blood flow slows, and the risk of high blood pressure, strokes, and heart attacks skyrockets. In fact, people with low vitamin E levels have a 30% higher chance of heart disease. For diabetics who already face heart-related complications, this becomes a serious and even life-threatening risk. Next, your muscles start to suffer. Ever felt that deep, sudden cramp in your legs? That sharp, aching pain that won't go away? It might not just be fatigue, it could be your body begging for vitamin E. Without enough, your muscles weaken, movement becomes slower, coordination slips. Over time, even simple things like walking, standing, or balancing become harder. Falls happen more frequently. Recovery from injuries takes longer. And just like that, aging speeds up. Vitamin E isn't just about how you feel, it's also one of your strongest internal defenses against aging. It protects skin cells and even shields your DNA from damage. Without it, wrinkles deepen, skin loses its natural glow, and your body's ability to heal slows to a crawl. But this isn't just about appearance. It's about how fast your organs wear out, how quickly your body begins to feel older than it should. Then there are your nerves. If you've noticed tingling, numbness, or burning pain in your feet or hands, those are classic signs of nerve damage. And when you're low in vitamin E, those symptoms don't just stay the same, they get worse. Nerves are delicate. Vitamin E acts like a protective barrier. Without it, damage spreads quickly. For diabetics, neuropathy becomes more intense, more painful, and in many cases, permanent. And once that nerve damage reaches a certain level, there's no easy way back. Your vision is not safe either. The eyes rely on tiny, delicate blood vessels to function properly. Without enough vitamin E, those fragile vessels begin to weaken. Your vision starts to blur. Your eyes become more sensitive to light. And for people living with diabetes, who are already at risk of diabetic retinopathy, a deficiency in vitamin E can make the situation even worse. What begins as a slight inconvenience, like blurry vision or difficulty focusing, can slowly progress into something much more serious, even permanent vision damage. And there is another part that rarely gets discussed: fertility and libido. Vitamin E plays a vital role in hormone production. When your levels drop too low, testosterone may decrease, estrogen may fall, and sperm quality can suffer. If you are feeling low on energy, if your desire is fading, or if fertility has become a challenge, vitamin E deficiency could be part of the underlying cause. The body needs hormonal balance to function properly, and without enough vitamin E, that balance can be thrown off completely. Your kidneys are also affected. Diabetics already face an increased risk of kidney disease. But when vitamin E levels are low, the situation becomes even more critical. The kidneys are responsible for filtering waste, maintaining fluid balance, and regulating blood pressure. To do all this, they need protection from oxidative damage. Without enough vitamin E, the kidneys become more vulnerable. Kidney function begins to decline, and the risk of kidney failure increases significantly. Once the kidneys are too damaged, treatment options become limited, and recovery becomes much harder. What makes all of this even more concerning is the fact that most people don't realize they are deficient. The symptoms don't come all at once. It starts gradually. First comes the fatigue. Then weakness sets in. Nerve pain may follow. You notice changes in your vision. Your heart begins to struggle. By the time the signs are obvious, the damage may already be deeply rooted. So how can you know for sure? The most accurate way is to get a blood test. If your vitamin E level is below 5 milligrams per liter, you are considered deficient. But for optimal health, experts recommend keeping your levels significantly higher. The first step toward fixing it is through food. Some of the best natural sources of vitamin E include wheat germ oil, which gives you more than 100% of your daily recommended intake with just 1 tablespoon. Sunflower seeds, at just 1 ounce, can give you nearly 50%. Almonds, hazelnuts, and spinach are also rich in this essential vitamin. However, here's the problem. Most people do not consume enough of these foods on a daily basis to make a real difference. That is why some of the world's most luxurious meals are designed to deliver higher doses of vitamin E in just 1 serving. Imagine a smooth, truffle-infused almond pâté made with almonds and extra virgin olive oil. 1 serving can offer around 5 milligrams of vitamin E. Or a sunflower seed-crusted salmon, combining the heart-healthy omega-3 benefits of salmon with the vitamin E power of sunflower seeds. Just 1 serving gives you over 10 milligrams. Another gourmet option is hazelnut and spinach stuffed portobello mushrooms. This dish not only brings rich flavor, but also packs at least 6 milligrams of vitamin E along with a healthy dose of antioxidants. For people with diabetes, food alone is often not enough. That's why supplementation is so important. But not all vitamin E supplements are the same. The best choice is natural vitamin E, labeled as D-alpha tocopherol. This form is more effective than synthetic versions. A daily dose of 400 IU is generally safe and beneficial. Some supplements also include mixed tocopherols, which provide a broader range of vitamin E types and may offer better support. The key to success is finding the right balance. Not too little, but not too much either. Now here is something many overlook. Certain foods and lifestyle habits can actually worsen a vitamin E deficiency. Eating too much processed food, trans fats, and refined sugars doesn't just provide zero nutrients. It actually interferes with the way your body absorbs vitamin E. Diets that are extremely low in healthy fats also block your body from using vitamin E properly. And if you regularly consume alcohol, that drains your vitamin E levels even faster. If these habits are part of your daily life, then even the best diet and supplements may not be enough to restore what your body needs. Because at the core, this is not just about avoiding a deficiency. It is about protecting your heart, your nerves, your kidneys, and preserving your quality of life. It is about stopping the pain, the fatigue, and the slow breakdown that can steal your independence. But there is hope. With the right foods, the right supplements, and better daily choices, everything can start to shift in your favor. Vitamin E deficiency causes silent damage, but the solution is also within reach, quiet, effective, and completely in your control. The only question now is, will you take action before it is too late? Coming up next, we reveal the final essential vitamin that plays a powerful role in restoring energy, protecting your nerves, and fueling the mind and body from the inside out. Number 3. Vitamin B12. Imagine waking up one morning and something just feels off. Your hands are tingling. You bump into furniture without realizing it. No matter how long you rest, you feel like you're carrying a heavy fog around your mind. Even the simplest tasks start to feel overwhelming. Your heart beats faster than usual, and you find yourself short of breath from the smallest effort. You tell yourself it must be aging, maybe it's stress, or just the diabetes acting up again. But what if it's something else? What if something much deeper is going on? Something your body is quietly starving for? That something could be vitamin B12. This one tiny nutrient is more powerful than most people realize. A deficiency in B12 can quietly unravel your health, one system at a time. And for older adults, it's surprisingly common. In fact, over 20% of people age 60 and above don't get enough. And for those with diabetes, the risk is even higher. Why is B12 so important? Your body depends on it to make red blood cells, protect your nerves, and keep your brain functioning clearly. Without it, things begin to fall apart. The trouble is, the signs of B12 deficiency creep in slowly, quietly, over months or even years. By the time you notice what's happening, the damage may already be well underway. Your heart is often the first to feel the impact. Vitamin B12 plays a key role in managing a compound in the blood called homocysteine. When levels of homocysteine rise too high, it puts enormous strain on your cardiovascular system. It can stiffen your blood vessels, increase your risk of blood clots, and push you closer to heart disease or stroke. Research shows that individuals with low B12 levels face a 30% higher risk of heart complications. Blood pressure becomes harder to control. Circulation weakens. The heart starts working overtime, straining against thickened, less flexible arteries. For people with diabetes who are already prone to heart problems, this invisible threat makes everything more dangerous. Then come the legs. That numbness, the tingling, the strange burning pain. These aren't just minor discomforts. They're signs of nerve damage, and vitamin B12 is absolutely essential for keeping your nerves healthy. Without enough B12, the protective sheath around your nerve, called the myelin layer, starts to break down. As that protection wears away, nerves begin to misfire. They send pain signals even when there's no injury. Over time, the nerves can become so damaged that sensation is lost entirely. Walking becomes more difficult. Balance becomes unreliable. Even standing for more than a few minutes leaves you feeling drained. Diabetics are already familiar with neuropathy, but a B12 deficiency can speed up that damage, making it harder to recover and more painful to endure. And that's only part of the picture. Up next, we'll explore how B12 deficiency affects your brain, your energy, and even your ability to sleep and think clearly, plus how to restore what your body may be missing before the damage becomes permanent. Aging speeds up too. Every single cell in your body relies on vitamin B12 for repair and regeneration. Without it, even your DNA begins to break down more quickly. This accelerates the aging process from the inside out. Skin starts to lose its natural glow. Wrinkles deepen, muscles begin to shrink. Energy fades, and that youthful spark becomes harder to hold on to. The mind, once sharp and quick, starts to feel dull and sluggish. Memory lapses happen more often. Focus becomes harder to maintain. Even depression can creep in, turning once simple tasks into overwhelming challenges. And the longer a B12 deficiency continues, the more difficult it becomes to undo the damage that's already been done. Your eyes are also at risk. The optic nerve needs vitamin B12 to transmit signals from the eye to the brain. Without it, that system starts to deteriorate. Colors look faded. Vision becomes blurry. Blind spots may begin to appear. And if you already have diabetes, which increases your risk of retinopathy, the danger grows even greater. What starts as occasional eye strain can slowly develop into permanent vision loss. And then there's a topic most people never bring up: fertility and libido. Vitamin B12 is essential for reproductive health. In men, it affects sperm production and quality. Low B12 levels can lead to reduced sperm count, sluggish movement, and even DNA damage within the sperm cells. For women, B12 supports hormonal balance and egg development. A deficiency can make conception more difficult and may even raise the risk of complications during pregnancy. Even libido is affected. Fatigue, poor circulation, and low energy all combine to leave the body too drained for intimacy. When the body lacks B12, desire fades right along with energy. Let's not forget the kidneys. These vital organs are already under pressure in people with diabetes. They depend on a consistent supply of oxygen-rich blood to function properly. But here's the problem. Without enough B12, the body slows down its red blood cell production, which leads to anemia. Less oxygen reaches the kidneys, putting them at even higher risk of damage. Diabetics already face a higher chance of kidney failure, and a B12 deficiency only pushes them closer to that edge. So, why does this happen? Why are people with diabetes especially vulnerable to a B12 deficiency? One major reason is medication. Metformin, the most common drug used to treat type 2 diabetes, interferes with the body's ability to absorb vitamin B12. The longer you take it, the lower your levels may fall. It doesn't stop there. Digestive issues, low stomach acid, and certain autoimmune conditions also make it harder for the body to extract B12 from food. Even if you're eating the right things, your body might not be absorbing what it needs. The symptoms are easy to miss at first. Fatigue, dizziness, muscle weakness, memory issues, brittle nails, thinning hair, wounds that heal slowly, frequent infections, mood swings, headaches. By the time these symptoms become severe, your levels may have been low for months or even years. Fortunately, fixing a deficiency often starts with the right foods. Some of the best sources of B12 include clams, the undisputed king of B12-rich foods. Just 3 ounces can deliver nearly 3,000% of your daily recommended intake. Beef liver is another powerhouse. A 4-ounce serving can give you more than 2,500%. Fatty fish, such as salmon and tuna, are excellent sources too. Just a few ounces provide 100% of your daily needs. Dairy products like yogurt and cheese also contribute smaller, but still helpful amounts. And for those who love indulgent meals, some of the world's finest dishes are bursting with B12. Think of a seafood platter loaded with oysters, scallops, and clams, each bite packed with 14 to 18 micrograms of B12. Or a rich pâté made from beef liver, spread over warm, fresh sourdough, delivering over 50 micrograms in one serving. Even a perfectly seared, wild-caught salmon fillet, finished with a touch of truffle butter, provides a luxurious dose of over 4 micrograms. Still, for many people, especially diabetics, food alone isn't enough. That's where supplements come in. The most effective form is methylcobalamin, the natural version of B12 that your body can absorb and use easily. A common daily dose for correcting a deficiency is 1,000 micrograms. Another option is cyanocobalamin, a stable and widely available form that is also effective. It's often taken in doses ranging from 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day. In severe cases, doctors may recommend B12 injections to restore healthy levels more quickly. But here's the catch. Certain foods and habits can make a deficiency worse. Alcohol depletes B12 rapidly. Processed junk food, which lacks real nutrition, only worsens the problem. Diets that are low in animal products also increase the risk, and without proper supplementation, your levels can drop fast. If these habits are part of your daily routine, your B12 levels could be declining without you ever noticing. Because this is not just about energy, it's about survival. A deficiency in B12 doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It can damage your nerves, weaken your heart, steal your vision, stress your kidneys, and take away the life you once knew. And the scariest part? Most people don't realize what's happening until it's far too late. But it doesn't have to end that way. With the right foods, the right supplements, and the right awareness, you can catch a B12 deficiency early and reverse the damage before it becomes permanent. So now the question is, will you take action now or wait until your body forces you to? Next, let's Let's pull everything together and review what these three powerhouse vitamins mean for your health, your future, and how to restore balance starting today. Maybe lately you've been feeling more tired, your balance isn't what it used to be, or your memory feels a bit slower. It's easy to blame aging or stress. But for many people, especially those with diabetes, the real issue could be hidden vitamin deficiencies. Vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin B12 aren't just minor nutrients. They're vital for keeping your heart strong, your nerves protected, your energy stable, and your mind sharp. Without them, your body struggles quietly, and the damage can build over time. The good news? You can change that. With the right foods, smart supplements, and a little awareness, you can start feeling better and living stronger one simple step at a time. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take charge of your health. You deserve to feel your best. We'll see you in the next video.